Hi, I'm Paul Friedman. I'm the founder of the Marriage Foundation. The topic is, why am I always suspicious of my wife? And that's a very good question. By the way, I hope you're already a subscriber so you're learning about marriage, because I'm going to give you the kind of advice that you can live with, that you could use. I'm not just going to answer the question, well, you're always suspicious of your wife because of the drive to survive and all of that. I'm not going to go there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to explain to you that being suspicious of your wife is interfering with the connection that you have with her. Now, most men want to have sex with their wives, and most men are surprised that their wives don't always want to have sex with them. And a lot of people just write that off to, well, it's because women are different. They don't like to have sex as much as men, and that is not the truth. The truth is that women do want to have intimacy with their husbands. What they don't want, and you should not want either, but you've been convinced by society, is recreational sex that ends in orgasm. Okay, I came, I'm going to go wash up, blah, blah, blah. That is not why you get married. You get married because you want to experience the deepest, highest state of consciousness that is possible for a human being. That state of consciousness is love. Not like I love my car love, but that love that you felt when you first met your soulmate, or when you see your kids sleeping, or in those moments when you look at your wife and you say, oh, and it's not up here, is it? It's here. It's spiritual. You're a spiritual being. You're a soul who has a body and has a mind. But the mind is connected to the body, like I mentioned before, and it is all about survival. It's all about self-preservation. And it's not the only problem. Suspicion is not the only problem. Anger is a problem too, isn't it? Doubt is a problem. Speculation is a problem. Expectations are, all of these are of the mind. They're not of you, the soul. So what's the trick? The trick is, the trick is to get on a spiritual path called marriage, in which you methodically strive for achieving that state of consciousness of love and joy. That's the truth. Now, you go to other people who call themselves marriage experts and they go, no, you just work on this problem. No. No, if you just work on this problem, it's just going to be replaced by the problem that's standing in line behind that, and there's 15 more behind them. If you want a great marriage, and obviously you want a great marriage, who doesn't, right? Then you have to deal with the marriage as it is. Now, a lot of people don't realize this because we weren't taught this. I used to be a divorce mediator, so this is a long time ago, 2001 I shifted, but I got to tell you, the knowledge, quote unquote, that's out there about marriage is all wrong. You can't fix your marriage one problem at a time. And you should not have low expectations of your marriage. You should have no expectations of your wife, but you should have supreme expectations of your marriage, that it fulfills your need for love and joy. That should be an expectation. Now let's talk about that in a realistic way. You get a helicopter. Someone hands you the keys to a helicopter. Hey, I like how you look. I'm giving you this helicopter. Here are the keys. There's the helicopter. Oh boy. Now, unless you're a Marine pilot or something, you're going to go, oh boy, who do I get to drive it for me? How do I fly this thing? Or I'm going to die if I get in there. And even if I am able to figure out how to start it, I'm going to die before I even get off the ground. That's smart to think that way, because you know you don't know. Well, what do you know about marriage? You don't know anything about marriage. You don't. I don't mean to insult you. I'm just telling you the truth. None of us do. There's no real good schools for marriage. There just aren't. So when I was a divorce mediator and a couple asked me to help them save their marriage, I had to reinvent the whole thing and look at it differently. Go, okay, why do we get married? How do we achieve these goals of marriage, the purposes of marriage? And I laid it all out. I made it work. So there's now courses and books and these videos and articles, but people don't know, and you don't know. If you knew, you wouldn't be asking this question, because there's two primary things you need to know in order to be happily married. One, believe it or not, is how to master your own mind. Because the mind, now tell me you know this, all right? You leave a comment, say, oh, I knew that. The mind is not you. You are a soul. You possess a mind. You can objectively organize, start up, quiet down your mind. You have the power to control it, and no one ever taught us that. We don't know how. And the mind gets in the way. Now, I'm not saying you get rid of your mind. You have to have your mind. It's a great tool. But if you don't master it, it messes everything up. So that's one thing you have to learn in order to be happily married, is how to master your mind. The other thing is you got to learn the rules of marriage. It's just like driving a car. You may know how to drive a car, but if you get on the road with that car without knowing the rules of driving the car, you're going to die. And that's what happens to people when they're married and they didn't learn. Why do you think there's such a high divorce rate? You talk to any 10 people and say, tell me the truth. Are you happily married? Like, is this marriage blowing your mind? You'll be lucky if you find one who says, oh yeah, it's amazing. Well, maybe they just got married. But most people simply don't know how to be married. That's why most marriages, end up in a divorce. Most. And the ones that don't end up in divorce, oftentimes people are just enduring. And we don't believe in that at the Marriage Foundation. You're not supposed to endure your marriage. You're supposed to be jumping with joy every moment of your marriage. That's what you're supposed to learn about, really. And that's what you're supposed to expect. But you're in charge. We're the only ones out there who have the teachings of marriage, honestly. So definitely subscribe to the channel, get one of the books maybe, get a course if you really want to take off. But why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? Because marriage is amazing when you know what you're doing. Now, I've been talking about becoming, also this new topic, about becoming a TMF marriage counselor. And all we teach is marriage. We don't teach therapy. So, if you want to become a therapist, go somewhere else for that. But we teach, and we teach therapists. The first batch of counselors that we had, and some others were clergy. So if you're already a therapist, you're already clergy, or you just want to start doing some good in the world, you could learn how to be a TMF marriage counselor online. You could do it. And it's amazing. So if you're interested, we want you. God bless you. God bless you, really. And thank you for stopping by. I hope you like this video. I hope you don't leave a mean comment, because I'm telling you that you have to work at this. And I wish you the best. I want your marriage to be amazing. I do. So God bless you and take care. Thank you. Take care.